Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to this latest narration of the web series Accidentally Adopted. If you're new to the series, there is a playlist listed down below in the description, and as always, I hope that you enjoy. Part 4, Chapter 10, Ties. Log 6,001.0.19. Personal, Captain Yormdrill. Well, breach. Voided breach. This is completely scorching unfair. Well, I had to hold a formal homecoming for the away mission, despite being on the mission, which isn't all that strange for a captain to do, but it was far more pompous than I would have preferred. In the first place, it was not a simple small ceremony that goes mostly unremarked by others in the embarkation area of the station. Oh no, it could not just be normal. It had to be witnessed by the captains of the other away teams. Well, fine. But again, it couldn't just end there. Of course not. Our just doing what needed done was apparently remarkable somehow. So, of course, the Lord Justicar was in attendance, which means formal robes. Gregory, the smug little brat, escaped that much at least, him and the rest of the away team, excepting myself, of course. That was bad enough. However, there were honors to distribute. Everything was going normally. Gregory had somehow, let's be honest, he just smiled and asked, his cuteness is dangerous, gotten Ringy to sew him a set of clothes from scratch. Well, her mother very likely helped her with the details. A set of trousers and a jacket with a high collar, and a deep, nearly black blue, with gold piping to trim the stitching on the edges, and a single chevron stitched to his sleeve, with the points upwards and broken up by a wide white belt at his waist. The buttons were burnished metal, glistening silver in the steady light. He did not know our rituals or ceremonies, so he simply used his own. He marched with a precision that looked at once mechanical and fluid, each movement practiced to perfection. His eyes were fixed ahead as he led the parade down the embarkation area, the members of which attempted to glide behind their diminutive leader, and with an equal solemnity. He stopped at each of the airlocks, where the captains and crews were waiting to perform their own welcomes, and dismissed them with his version of a salute, which was to bring his right hand to his forehead such that the back of his hand was towards those he was saluting. And the words, "It was an honor to command. It was an honor to serve. Dismissed." They returned the salute and replied appropriately, "Yes, sir." It seems to me that Gregory's shadow flinched, though in truth he himself showed no outward sign of his thoughts. Then he was before me. He saluted me, and I returned the salute. I did not imitate his, but rather used our salute. "Captain, mission accomplished." "Aye, Lieutenant, welcome home," I said, according to the ceremony. However, the Lord Justicar chose that moment to descend upon us with awards and accolades. I just wanted to go inside and have a quiet meal with my family, but no. I apparently had to be saddled with honors to my ship and personnel. "Gregory George of the House Drildy, you acted decisively in moment one of ours and yours was in danger to find and rescue him. Yet you went above and beyond this duty to rescue the children and other loved ones of the countless people in this nation. Your command suffered no fatalities and only minor injuries, in addition to not once endangering or causing collateral casualties to the local populace. For this reason, under my authority, I award you the away team command Nova." Gregory responded, not by declining the accolade, which would have been perfectly acceptable, as he is under no obligation to be burdened further, but by saying, "Honor to honor, blood to blood. I accept this recognition of duty done." He held a salute as the Lord Justicar pinned the medal to his chest. Then he dropped it and stood rigidly as the Justicar turned his eyes to me. "Drildy, your ship has contributed to the rescue of over 400 hostages in the clutches of foul pirates. Though by treaty you had the right, my ship, the Among the Stars we sing, had no duty to risk her crew and captain. For this reason, I award her Hell and Coursign a star mark for valorous crew aboard." He proclaimed to me, The more star marks your hull has, the more likely your ship shall perish. I hope the wee thing will forgive me." "By my house and line I accept this honor in the name of my ship and crew," I said. "Go return to your duties and your chosen course," the Lord Justicar intoned, and my crew filed into the quarters deck, where we received a somewhat more cheerful welcome. The cheer was deafening, and Yovdrol reattached himself to me on one side and Gregory on the other. Gregory did manage to extricate himself from his grip for the feast, but I decided I wished to hold my son in my arms where he wouldn't be stolen away from me again. At some point, I stopped seeing him mingling with the crew, reassuring the children, laughing with friends, or just sitting against the wall with a pensive smile across his face. He didn't reappear for several hours, and nobody seemed to know where he'd been, likely seeking privacy. He said that we had some things to discuss, but later, and in the meantime he just wanted to enjoy being on the ship and listening. I think I can understand his desire. Did Ari? Well, things didn't exactly go back to normal. Well, I have my brothers and my daddy back, so that's good. Greg's quiet again. Not like silent, but quiet. He prefers to sign, but will speak if there are other person is confused. I'm worried about him. Hope it's not his broken inside again. If it is, I want to help. We had a talk, kind of. He said he'll be okay, that he's just trying to listen to the ship. He said that he likes how it sounds. Is it okay that he's so cute in the fancy clothes he asked for, even when he's so somber? Mission Log 7, date 167, name Gregory George, mission Planetary Rescue, mission objectives, rescue Linus from unknown hostiles connected to Shady Lawyer. Linus located on planet, shuttle company name determined, shuttle by green, gang identified, gang headquarters identified, likely information vector identified, information vector obtained, large number of gangers in hiding. Linus has escaped, Linus secured, Linus has rescued other kidnapped victims, exfiltrate Linus and other kidnapped victims, Linus and hostages rescued. Objective complete. Eliminate or neutralize all hostiles. 1 hostile neutralized, non-lethally. 1 hostile eliminated, 6 hostiles eliminated. 1 potential hostile neutralized. 8 hostiles eliminated. 9 hostiles neutralized. 3 potential hostiles neutralized. 53 hostiles eliminated. 8 hostiles neutralized. 58 hostiles eliminated. 9 hostiles neutralized. 224 hostiles eliminated. 215 hostiles neutralized. 1 lieutenant captured. 43 hostiles eliminated. Lost count of neutralized hostiles. 12 lieutenants captured. 1 shot caller captured. 54 hostiles eliminated. 3 lieutenants captured. 2 shot callers captured. 327 hostages freed. 100 child hostages freed. 371 personal communication devices seized. 43 portable computers seized. 1 server rack seized. Objective complete. Teach the criminal element a lesson. 1 example provided. 1 demonstration provided. 3 demonstrations provided. 9 examples provided. 5 demonstrations provided. 8 examples provided. 2 demonstrations provided. 9 examples provided. 2 messengers sent. 13 demonstrations provided. 55 examples provided. 24 messengers sent. 1 responsible party acquired. Mass surrenders have begun. 13 responsible parties acquired. 4 responsible parties eliminated. 5 responsible parties acquired. 1 shady lawyer instructed. Objective completed. Mission parameters. Minimize collateral casualties. 0 collateral casualties. Minimize collateral property damage. 4 damaged civilian apartments. Evade detection by station security. Unnecessary. Minimize station damage. Station undamaged. Protect allies. 0 allied casualties. Mission complete.
Dear Loggery, Daddy and Sneaky are home. Sneaky had to go take care of one more thing on the station. He got a medal because he is a hero. He says that he is not a hero, but that's what heroes say.
End of chapter. I would just like to thank the T5 supporters. Bushmaster 117, Casper Arnholtz, Dragzoon W.R.E, Elijah Silvercross, Gray, Jon Carrington, and Sevaren Serberous. Thank you very much.